Da, 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 da. Welcome to the Black Friday show with Silverhairstacker, Scott and Tom. We're here to brighten your day
or piss you off, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
or pissed off.
So did y'all have a good Thanksgiving? Lots to eat.
Yeah,
Mm.
Gwen's a good cook. She poured it on me. I bet I weigh 2 or 3 pounds more than Wednesday.
Me too, until I hit the toilet this morning.
Man, we got tons still in the fridge and freezer too. We had to freeze some of the stuffing because she made so much.
Well, my mom fixed a big spread again.
Hey Beth, hey James. So,
The nursing home.
he's talking about my picture in the. I took a picture of the Thanksgiving
Oh yeah.
spread. Yeah.
So did y'all have any sales for yesterday?
Very
Oh
little,
man,
very slow.
I tore it up. I sold $500 worth of crap yesterday. That's a big day for a part timer.
Yeah.
I ain't know. I don't even know that I broke 100.
It was my second biggest day out of the 31-day deal.
Yeah, I broke 100 yesterday. No.
Now Wednesday was only 200, so I got about $700 worth going in the mail this morning.
Good.
17 orders from Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, shout out to the big girls. Hey, big fat 3X mumbo jumbo. Would you pay for your shit? I can be nice whenever y'all do what you're supposed to, but I sent out an offer. Uh, still not. They're still not in. Buyer didn't pay yet because they bought on the 21st. What's today? 24th.
Right.
It's eight. It's $8.69. Why can eBay? I mean, they've been telling us for 2 years. Any offers or any of that stuff that's going to be, it's going to be pay immediately. You liars, liars. And
Is
then eBay
anybody
doesn't do
is,
anything to them.
is anybody using the automated offers?
No,
Uh-uh.
I am the automation. Like, if you want your mom to hold it all up and in and look sexy for you, she needs to pay.
Anissa, you wear triple X? Man, you fluffy.
Let's see. Do I
Flag
have any
sold
offers?
5K.
Eligible offers to send 12. Woohoo! What percentage should I send out off?
Flexies. Are Flexies a Vero?
No.
I know that onesies are.
That's a whole different beast.
Yep. Paid on Wednesdays. Uh,
At this point, I'm gonna start wearing my own flexis. Tune in for Tuesday's show. I'll be wearing a pair. We'll see how it is.
whoop. Yeah. And I got all kinds of different stuff going out. Military surplus and cross stitch and
I think I've got.
cassette deck.
You know, you sell the crap out of that dadgum military
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I sold a backpack for $65.
Where was that? I listed that.
Got a bunch of Fontanini from the auction. Little
That's where I'm at now.
statues. I've been selling them for $10 a piece, and I paid 30 for about 30 of them. They're selling for about $10 a piece, and they've been selling. Jeez. Hope they're all gone by Christmas. Because if not, they'll be here till next Christmas.
Eric is sitting in a tree waiting for a big deer. Nice.
Hey, Eric. Gotta fill the freezer with some good venison. Okay, I'll show it. Let's see. An Alice pack ALC1. Okay, screen share. Too many buttons to click when you want to screen share.
Yeah.
Right there. This pack was complete with the aluminum frame, shoulder straps, but it's missing the waist belt. Otherwise, it probably would have gone for like 80.
So I'm doing a sell similar. Should I delete the American flag or leave that on there in the list? Is it American flag better than the fire emoji? Like, do you leave the American flag in your listings?
And the little metal clip was gone off of one side of the frame. I probably had 20 of these over the years since I started selling. They always sell good. Yeah, I didn't have the waistband, and I didn't have the waist belt, and I didn't have and the frame had a little piece missing from it.
If you're going to take pictures of stainless steel pots, put your clothes on.
Chrome. I have trouble picturing chrome without my ugly face in it.
Yeah. So if you stand back farther and use the zoom on the camera, it'll get rid of some of you.
Okay. Back that puppy up a second. Go back to Nessa.
What'd she say?
I had a Cleveland Indians blanket taken down off Google Bonanza due to offensive material.
It's the Indian chief. We are surrounded by these numbnuts who are in the problem with society today, and these views don't necessarily reflect the views of the host. Uh, is
Probably does though.
the dumbest, weakest of society, the snowflakes who are entitled, the weakest, most immature, dumbest of society are insisting that the smarter, rational side of be silenced. Has this ever happened in history where we're being taken over by the stupid? It's it's the damnedest thing I've ever. That's going to be my answer from now on. When somebody gets offended, somebody does something, I'm just going to tell them, listen here, you're ignorant, and I'm not going to shut up. That's going to be the answer. You're ignorant. Uh, because you are so damn weak and stupid. I am not going to shut up. I need to speak louder.
Well, see, if the people in the power of the Washington Redskins had said, no,
Redskins is not offensive, Nissa. It's only offensive to the all these white liberal white women who want to be offended for something else because their lives are so damn miserable because of whatever they've chosen their lot in life that they need to be offended for someone else. There are actually tons of Indians and Native Americans who have been fighting to get the Redskin name restored because it was a huge honor and a big deal when they named Washington the Redskins to begin with. And the chief the chief was not an accident. I believe the picture of the chief was a real native chief who had a lot of respect in that community. But God forbid
people,
some modern white woman take offense to it.
the CEO or the owner or however that organization works, if the Washington Redskins, when they came out about wanting him to change his name, if he had said, or she, because women do own pro teams, they had said, no, we're not changing it,
He
and
did for a while, but
and let it go at that, none of this other crap would be going on.
it turns
Because
out he tried, Tom, but it turns out he's a giant douchebag who is a womanizer and just someone who never should have been an owner. He is an old school. He would have fit in the '60s with the owners who didn't who could get away with it. But yeah, whatever his name was, he was a douche of a human being from what he was shown as.
I'm not laughing at what you're saying. I'm laughing at lag.
Lag,
I did a 23andMe, and turns out that I'm 17% victim. Dude, or dudette, since we're not sure which you are.
I did one. I was 90% asshole.
You could write comedy. It'd be a lot funnier than some of these people that.
You see where they're that comedian they're coming after now, Matt Rife, because he said something. Oh my God, his response. What was his response? He doubled down. He's like, I don't know if y'all paid attention to Matt Rife and what's been going on with him, but yeah, I don't find him too funny, but his response to this was funny.
But these people have got to just like him. He should have said, I'm sorry that you were offended, but you can hear me say the same thing again on the 17th of December when I'm in Atlanta. Something like that. Because if you hear some of these comedians, what's his name? He's got kind of a whiny voice and always wears a cat's something or other.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
God, that's a funny individual.
He says some stuff.
So old Cat Williams. So Cat Williams called all these folks out, and the powers that be went and spoke to him, and he was up until like 4 years ago. He was one of the funniest people on the planet because he just didn't care. He doesn't quite have what's his name money because he still doesn't care. I watched him last night. What's his name? The big bald black comedian.
Big bald black comedian.
He was talking about lesbians last night. Somebody in the chat tell me I'm thinking about what's his name. He was They tried to cancel him and they couldn't. Yeah, that's it. I can't. Dave Chappelle. God, they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle, and he told them, you know what? Good luck.
That's just it. Some of these people, they got to get a little backbone about it, because this is their livelihood. And the people that go see these comedians, they don't care what comes out of their mouth as long as it's funny. Because if you pay $50 to go see somebody that's supposed to be funny, he better be funny.
That's the way it used to be. If you watch some of every now and then I'll catch like them showing what's his name who did a lot of the like President roast of the 70s and 80s, and
Right.
Don Rickles.
Yeah.
Don Rickles insulted the whole room and said, I love all you guys, and thanks for being. Don Rickles was funny and carried on about all of them, and everybody loved him.
He some of his closest friends were Jewish, and he gave them hell about being a Jew. You know what? He did not care. But I think people were just had thicker skins back then, or they just didn't pay any attention because it's supposed to be comedy.
No, James is right. People expect comedians to say offensive shit because that's what's funny.
Such is life. And then you get old like Todd, and you don't give a crap anymore.
Like the joke I said to Jody last night. She didn't. I don't know why she didn't find it funny. Is why is Dwayne Johnson the only man that can bring lesbians back to the other side?
Why is that?
Because Rock always beats scissors.
Oh God.
I don't know why I found that funny, but Jody looked at me like I lost my mind.
That's guy humor there.
Oh, James, shut the hell up. Andrew Dice Clay did not go too far.
I liked Andrew Dice Clay.
I saw him last night. Some clip of some show I was watching. The Dice Man was acting in it. I'm like, damn, he looked terrible.
Yeah, Mike, I agree with you. My give a shit is busted also. I'm just,
Hickory dickory dock. James liked it. Man, that was a funny individual.
Good morning, Larry.
We found my phone. You want to be because Anissa because he needed the money.
Gotcha. So it's people just throwing lines at Scott, and he's got to come up with a punchline for it.
Yeah.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Jennifer.
My short-term memory sucks. My long-term memory is okay. I have to go to Instagram and see the crazy shit I sent Harlan yesterday.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie.
Oh my God! Like this one was so funny, and I sent Harlan this video, and I'm like, I'm going to hell is what I sent it to him, and yeah, this is funny.
God.
Oh my! Because it shows it says what are her colors up by she's regularly cheered, and she's deaf. She just starts screaming. Oh my! I don't know why I found that so funny. Jody didn't seem to find that one too damn funny.
Jody don't have much of a sense of humor, does she?
Like this guy here. Here you go. Here's another one. He's a good one. Ah, shit.
That I gave your mother last night. Photo.
Have you seen him?
What am I most thankful for? Well, the stuffing that I gave your mother last night.
He said when he'll say something, he'll say something, he'll go, my God! That's his answer to everything.
Mm.
Beth, there's like 3 of them.
she
Uh,
she married Scott, so she's got to have a sense of humor.
Y'all been married? How long have y'all been married, Scott?
32 years.
32 years.
Yeah, we've been together 35.
She's over his humor. That's what it is. At that age, when you've been married that long, she just don't care anymore.
Yeah, usually it's the trailer park and I do get it trashing. I'll get that one and then I'll eat the brush fire. And the crossroads.
Is that a restaurant?
Torchy's Tacos. They're mainly in Texas, but I think there's one in Oklahoma City. I've eaten at that one. And
Yes,
there's a couple in Denver.
good stuff.
Yeah, Torchy's Tacos.
We have Taco Bell and Taco Bell Express. So, did anybody in the audience sell anything yesterday?
I'm at a cup.
And there's another good. These guys tell jokes to try to make each other laugh. And it said the joke was I used to bang twins back in the day, but people asked me, was it hard to tell them apart? And I told them no. Jenny painted her nails pink, and Tom had a cock. Oh no! I just read that one. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I just noticed that's what's on your T-shirt.
Oh Lord. Yeah, so the reels I get on Instagram are just between the ones I find myself and the ones oh, and Joni didn't get this one. You can make me small again. I'll just tell you. Joni didn't get this joke. I had to explain this one to Joni. It said, what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
What? Oh shit! Oh God!
I had to explain that to Joni. Joni, she's like, what? I'm like, not the ball you're thinking of. She's like, oh, that's not funny. I'm like, hell yes, it is funny. It's not funny when I have to explain to you. Yeah, most jokes go over Joni's head. She has I call it Joni humor. She has her own sense of humor. So that's the entertainment portion of the show. Comedians are supposed to be offensive. Clip that. Is that all of them for today? Yeah, that's all of them for. And there's another one that these 2 guys, they've got a bumper sticker on their car that says, honk if you worship the devil. And so they're at a stoplight and their arrow turns green and they don't move. And finally the person behind them will honk. And the trunk opens and a guy dressed like Jesus opens the trunk and looks at him. And he closes. That's a good one too. There's another one I saw somewhere where the guy was acting all crazy and after he got finished laughing to somebody, he turned around and looked behind him and there was an image of Jesus behind him just looking at him. Everybody needs to start their Black Friday off with some laughter and humor.
Is anybody running a Black Friday sale?
I'm on my way right now.
You're on your way to one, or you're on your way to starting one?
I just sent normal offers out at 12%, so
Dang.
that's it. And I didn't. I didn't get it listed. I took a bunch of pictures yesterday, but I didn't get them listed, so that's what I'm in the process of doing. That's why I tell everybody, use a second phone. You don't clog up your own phone, and then you can carry it with you and hotspot it wherever you're at. So I try to keep a bunch of pictures on this phone, just so that if I'm somewhere waiting or whatever, you can take advantage of the time and get some listings done. So like now when I'm talking to two old geezers, I can just sit here and make a listing.
Thank you, Kent.
Right.
Walmart's been running Black Friday sales for like 2 weeks now. Roberta got my GoPro through a Black Friday sale.
Roman put this one up. Caption reads, Santa's training for his ride through Chicago this year.
Okay.
He's on a gun range.
That's where it needs to be. He's going through Chicago.
Roberta and I were so cute yesterday. We were wearing our matching cruise shirts.
That's been a rule in the last 35 years. I ain't going anywhere wearing the same shirt, same anything. First person who puts it on, the other one has to go change.
Oh, these are cutesy. Cruising couples for life, Tom and Roberta.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Regina.
Let me check this out. Yeah, Roman, he posts some funny stuff.
Yeah, put the big screen TVs away. We want cheaper groceries.
I mean, this is what it's come down to, folks. I'm looking at this this listing that I'm gonna use as the basis for my sell similar, and it's for a Revere wear, and it says Clinton with lid Clinton 2, and I'm like, what the hell is Clinton 2? I'm like, I thought it was Clinton, Illinois, not Clinton 2. They put it on there like it's Clinton and the Roman numeral 2 versus Clinton, Illinois is where they were made to begin with. You can't make this up.
Roberta Lag says he wants to see you in your I'm with stupid t-shirt. Lag, she got a chuckle out of that. Actually, she's rolling in the floor laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it be easier if you just wore the I'm a stupid shirt and had the arrow pointing back at you?
Yeah. That's all right. Y'all better bring your money on Tuesday's show, because if you're going to make fun jokes at me, you got to share the love with some super chats.
Now your T-shirt just needs to say, "Are you going to play that piano?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
So you have to explain to everybody who sees your shirt what it is. Because they're going to go, "What do you mean? Are you going to play that piano?"
Nah, Jennifer, they don't give me a hard time anymore because I started crying once.
Yeah.
Was that one day back at band camp?
Yeah.
Todd, were you the cool band director?
Let's just think about the sentence you just said. Were you the cool band director?
Well, he
Yeah, because there was not any of that nerd stuff going on.
now did when y'all were doing your football games and stuff like that. Did Gwen travel with you?
Uh, she went to her share of stuff. Yeah, she went to all the competitions and concerts and stuff, but she didn't go to every football game with me.
Mr. Hoff, that was my last. Well, he was my main band director. He was like 73 when he retired, and I think I saw his wife once a year at our spring formal concert. I guess after all those years, she really just didn't care anymore about what he was doing, because he came out of college. They got married right out of college, and he was a band director. So I guess after all those years, she just really just didn't care anymore, or she had seen it all.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest jobs in the world is being a band director spouse. Because the schedule always revolves around what's going on at the school, and you know,
His name was Louis, not
listening
Jack.
to listening to me gripe about principals and superintendents and students, and
Yeah, so I cleaned the bottom peddling profits, and then I took a picture in the right light so you can actually read it. So if I get it wrong, you can read it.
No,
and
can't.
this if Sadie did a show, he'd be standing out there among all those blow up dolls in front of his boss's house.
And he's talking about the festive Christmas ones. I guess he got all the Christmas decorations put up.
My favorite halftime performance. I suppose we got to win a few competitions and go to the state marching band contest.
Cool.
It was in 1997. And from a little bitty town, that was pretty cool.
Here I am, y'all saying the wrong city or whatever, and I just put the wrong size on these damn shoes. Damn it!
We
We did I think we did an all rock and roll show, oldies. We did a Beatles and we did some stuff like that.
We had two high schools in our city, and I know that seemed a lot to some of you people, but we had two. We had Rock Hill High, which was the original high school, and then we had Northwestern, which is the one that I graduated from. So there was a big rivalry between the two schools. But once a year, Y'all might have had them. We had the Powder Puff football game, which was the senior girls from both Northwestern and Rock Hill High would form a team, and they would play the juniors from Rock Hill High and Northwestern, joint teams. And then band members from both bands would put together one band. And I think that the year that I was with with the Powder Puff band, I think that was the best time because we just did some BS out on the screen, out on the field. We just made a big glob of musicians pointing in all directions and played Top of the Heat. Do you remember that one, Todd?
I'm sorry, I was reading Beth's comment. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't hear a word you said.
Okay. Well, then I'm not repeating it. Then
I didn't
Anyway,
hear you.
did you play Top of the Heap when you were still band director?
Nope.
Okay, that was kind of a rocky rolly kind of song. Anyway, we had the best time. But them gals were supposed to be playing flag football. And they were hauling girls off of that field with dislocated shoulders. I mean, them girls were mean.
Hmm.
Yeah, actually, there's one more high school lag since you're being such a little smart ass this morning. And I graduated in 1976. Thank you very much. Not 1912.
Fuck, I was in kindergarten. What the hell?
Kiss my ass, Scott. My
Well,
wife, when I graduated from high school, my wife was 9 years old. There. Okay.
you gonna be like that Revenge of the Nerds. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
When they before they were having their prom or whatever, Booger said he had been coming to elementary schools all day for a date. That's you
Yeah.
right there.
But I did not meet my wife until I was in my 30s. So, because people go, ooh. And I'm like,
I
hey,
can't.
I
You're
didn't
in
meet her.
here, man. Women's shoes. Does Tommy promote it? The full suggested 15%. Damn. Women's tennis shoes, because I think that's what Bernard sells a bunch of. Their suggested uh, promotion rate is 15%. That's equal to what they're going to charge you regular. You know what?
Where's Texas Brandon?
These will be on the slower sale eBay. Sorry, I'm not. You wonder why people are going to these other sites that sell just tennis shoes and stuff. It's because of this stupid shit. eBay is pricing themselves out of the market on a lot of these. You know what? eBay made two mistakes. They did not buy these smaller companies up and then bring them in and use what they do to their advantage. And now they're chasing their own sales and sellers are both away.
Um,
30% on a pair of shoes.
30% discount?
No, 30% is what the fees. If you match their 15%
Oh,
and 13.25 and their processing fees, you're at 30% to sell a pair of shoes. 30.
All right. Phil asked if I was having record sales.
Because I don't sell a ton of shoes, Kent, but I know the name brands to pick up. The ones I picked up where they go?
I'll just show you if I can get there. So there we go. My sales are up
Just
13.7% year to date above the same time period last year. I don't think I could live on that after the government took out taxes. Still got to pay taxes on that, and then you also got to subtract cost of goods. I don't know.
Yeah, but if that was your only income, you wouldn't pay much taxes on it.
No.
When I was in
I
the
suppose that works out to around 25,000 for the year so far. Take home pay.
Kent said, you said Solomon's are great too. Yeah, these are the ones I just listed. These Solomon XAs,
Nice.
they're in pretty decent shape.
now, do you have to send them in to be verified, or
Only if they go above 75. These aren't.
Uh.
They're only like 35.
Uh.
And I pick up these. I have pretty decent luck with some of the New Balance. These look like these look like a brand new Kent. I don't know if the person wore them. I didn't clean the bottoms or nothing. They might have worn them one time, maybe.
I'm
They
gonna
were.
tell you what? When I was at the mall at the Tennessee store, they had some of the fuggliest tennis shoes on the rack that were like $185. Who the hell buys their kid $185 pair of shoes? Because if you are an adult wearing those, you need some therapy because you're way too old to wear those shoes. Which I know Landshark, his kids only wear those $250 and up tennis shoes. Sneakers, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, Tom, the ugly shoes sale. Kent's right.
Roxy, did you mess with my volume? Boy, it got quiet. Say something, Todd.
Huh? I'm reading Phil's comment here.
She unplugged me.
What do you sell like, Craig, if you don't sell like I do?
Bama Picker, do you like those bright, multicolored, fluorescent?
Yeah, I can't. There's another pair. These I think these are kids, but I couldn't resist these. They were $1. These Nike Shocks.
Yep.
I picked up a pair of Hokas the other day. I'm trying to find them. They're huge. Because Tom would like them because Hokas are not the prettiest shoes.
You need therapy.
I do wear wide shoes. The wide. And I went into that sneaker store and I asked the kid, I said, I'm looking for a 9.5 wide. And he looked at me like I was speaking Transylvanian to him. Say what, Scott?
Do, do, do. do, do.
See, when I was in high school, you wore Converse. That's it.
Tom only wears sash shoes.
What are those?
San Antonio shoes. They're the most comfortable shoes in the world, but about the only place you see them is at an old folks' home. They are some ugly shoes, but I'll be darned if they aren't comfortable as hell. And they usually have Velcro closure.
Okay, well, that's good. Mine are slip-ons.
Of course. Hey, gold is up. Da, 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 da.
Good.
At least the last 2 hours.
Damn it.
Well, Lag, I'm glad you wore a 9.5 at 8 when you were 8.
And silver is up. Back above $24 an ounce. Let's see what the stock market's doing.
And sometimes I even pick up old white man shoes. These Skechers, you won't make a fortune on them, but When I asked Lottie how much they are, she says, "Oh, they're $1." they, I run these to the auction. They'll usually get $12 to $13 at the auction, but when you've only got $1 in them
There you
and they're
go.
brand new,
And you lose what, 40% auction
30,
fees?
30.
30.
So you make $7 or $8 picking up $1. All you do is set them on a table. I might run these. I can't since they're new without box. I might run them, see what happens.
San Antonio Shoes sponsors old folks swingers cruises.
Yeah.
How much could you swing in an old folks?
I tell you what, my mom and dad went on a church years ago. Well, not too many years ago, say 5 years ago, 6 years ago. They went on a church cruise. The casino was closed. The bars were closed.
Oh, honey, it's been a lot longer than that.
Okay. It's been long.
Daddy's been dead 2 years.
It's been a while. Anyway, she said she was so bored. No, I don't swing.
Just a swine. Hello.
And they began.
Well, at least it's not pre-8
Let's see if San Antonio Shoes has some white ones for you, Tom. Here we go. There you go, Tom.
What's wrong with the
Black.
hoses?
SAS Bounce. I see a lot of these. The tan colored ones. Velcro walking shoe. Those are so ugly as hell. Tom wants those Nurse Ratchet shoes, those white ones.
No, I don't either.
Let's see if I can find.
They wear, and besides, they wear like Crocs now. They look like Crocs, but they're not Crocs because they got a really good sole in them.
Here's your nurse shoes, Tom. There you go. There's some white. You can get them in wide.
Why do you think that I would wear white shoes?
You just said you went into the shoe store and asked for white.
Wide. WIDE. 9.5.
White shoes.
9.5 W. And that guy
Kept
looked
saying
at.
white.
No, I said wide. I don't wear white shoes. Every once in a while, I'll get a pair of white tennis shoes, but not.
Here's your pair.
Those are just totally ugly.
Show your bare feet through clear.
No.
Yeah. That's
No.
sassy right there. Sassy. Awfully sassy.
Leg might like him because he's seeing a little ankle, but that's.
How you lose something? Piss me off.
Nurse mates. I guess they make nurses' shoes so if you spill blood on them, you can get it out.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, my aunt, she was a nurse.
Yeah, Dr. Scholl's is another brand that.
Yeah, Tom, these big things.
What are those? Hokas? I thought you smoked those.
Yeah,
Another
these were $7.50. That's how little they've been worn.
Wow.
I'm gonna list them for 129 used plus shipping.
They look like they got some good support in them.
Their size 13 Hokas are huge. I ain't even taken the tag off it yet. Ignore the $10 because I get 25% off because I'm a senior.
You're senior.
Yeah, if you ever see that brand, Tom, they $67 minimum because they're this pair. If they were new, these would be close to 200.
Damn.
Somebody got 150 for them used.
But if you sell, like, if you're going to sell, if you could sell those for 150, you would have to send them in to be validated, or what do they call it?
Oh yeah, those will have to be. They'll be validated. I see. Anissa said she paid 165 for her new Hokas. I've never found a pair of my size. Those are those monsters are 13s. They come with a paddle so you can row with them.
Dang, Anissa.
This is old man must be
165.
making. She's always fussing about her sales being so bad. Her old man must make some damn jack if she's going out and buying $165 pair of shoes, ugly ones at that.
Ken,
Yeah,
how do you test them? What year was these shoes from?
Anissa dresses her daughters in Goodwill clothes so she can afford those.
That's right.
Yeah, these shoes are from 2014.
I just can't imagine.
Careful with the springs coming unglued on the Nike Shocks.
Yeah, I'm stepping on.
You wear 13s, like, dang, you got big duck feet.
And he probably has a 18-inch waist, so he's like, an L.
Bad feet, bad feet. What you gonna do?
Oh, you had bad
Get you
feet.
some Hokas for your little tube.
This is another pair. Can't. These are barely worn. When you look at them, you can still see the dang nubs and stuff on these things. They ain't hardly. That's the nice thing about. So I've been picking up a lot more kids' shoes because I just don't wear them. There's no twisting on it. I mean, look at the back of them. Can't look at the. You can see the on the. There's not any marks on them. You can see the little bitty lines and stuff on them. It's So I guess I'm all right. I pulled, yanked, twisted on these things. Nothing. Yeah, that's. I got a pile of shoes over there. I just got the first pair listed. I got those Salomon's listed, or Solomon, whatever they're called.
Nubs on nubs. Yep. That goes way back when he was saying that he'd go out with E-money. They'd pick up shoes that had nubs on nubs.
Yeah, that's every time I see a pair, I think that same thing. That thought goes to my head: nubs on nubs. So Kent says a pro tip: kids' shoes translate to a 1 size and a half up on women's. So does that mean if it's a kid's 5, it's a women's 6.5? Is that what that means?
I'm sorry, what?
He said Kent's got it in the chat that kids' shoes translate to a size and a half up on women's. Yeah, so if you've got a 5 kids, it's a women's 6.5. That's good to know because at the auction, I'll pick up. If I find Converse and that kind of stuff, they're good about putting the men's and women's sizes in them because they sell. You get $12 or $14. So if you can pick them up for a couple of dollars. Morning, Josh. I'm shopping today.
Ooh, I got a good offer. Yeah, I'll take you.
This fine bearded fella has bought all this crazy shit over the last 10 years, and I'm shopping at his building today. He's letting me go into his storage building and take whatever I want for free.
Weren't you lucky?
right, while y'all entertain the masses, I'll list another pair of shoes.
Where you going?
Josh, you better not come to Alabama. You'll never want to leave. The craziness you put up with, you'll never want to leave. It is so nice that you can copy paste from pictures.
Thanks. Gwen just brought me the sweater shaver. I got a couple of polyester nice stuff to get listed. Got some pilling. Get your pilling off.
Is that sort of like the back shaver?
That would work on the sweaters, I bet.
6, 3, 7, 5.
Back shaver. That's just nasty.
From chicken
Works
now.
on all kinds of body parts.
That's just totally gross.
Man, that would put some twist on your.
One of my phones just beat. That's the bad thing about having. I think I'm gonna sell that 9, that Note 9. I don't need another Android phone. I think I get $100 for it. But yeah, Android phones notify you of eBay sales before eBay phones do, before Apple phones do. It's kind of strange.
Look, it's got a little keeper so the back hair goes down into it instead of falling on your floor.
Okay.
Oh, who just got a ringy dingy?
Me.
That was Scott.
I knew I had one because the other phone beat a minute ago. Some of the craziest pictures showed up on my phone. That's Jody when she was. I don't know if she was fighting cancer or not, but I bought a wig at a yard sale and she put the wig on.
You know what? If she ever divorces you and takes you have to go to a court. You better hope that her jury is not made up of a bunch of women. Because all she's going to do is stand up there and say, he posted this, and he posted this, and he posted this. And they're going to say, give her everything he owns.
For the record, if she leaves, I'm going with her, so it don't matter. Yeah, so I don't know how many people pick these things up. This is a good one. This is an ignored item at most yard sales. So that's a Dale charger. Any of the ones that are at least 100 watts, 135 to 180, they're usually $1 at a yard sale. You know, most people don't know what they go to anymore. To an old laptop they don't have anymore. They're easy to list because if you look at the second picture, it tells you the model. Where's the model at? Let me see it real quick. It's underneath. It's underneath input and all the Chinese letter. Under the third line, it says model number right there. HA180PA. All you do is put that in there and sell similar. These things are extraordinarily easy to list. Beard, do you test them? I don't test any of them. I have never had one not work.
I haven't either, and I've sold a bunch of chargers.
If you wanted to be technical, you could stick a voltmeter on the end of it, plug it in. It's not going to shock you or anything. But
I don't want that on my back.
Is that what that's for?
Yeah, it's for shaving your back.
Yeah.
I thought it was a t-shirt. I mean, a sweater shaver.
But the people that don't, it's somebody.
Oh,
you people are not right.
Tom, when are you going to learn never to believe never to believe.
I'm telling you right now, you lay spread out on a piano and have your significant other shave your back with it. It works great.
Oh, y'all are just gross. I didn't even know they made such a thing.
I'm sorry, Tom.
That's okay. I did not know they made it. That Conair made a back shaver.
They don't.
Hey Phil, put your email address in there, Phil, and I'll give it to you. Because if I have to go looking, I'll never remember it.
I showed what it was. It says fabric shaver.
Okay, that's what I thought you said, and then you started talking about shaving your back, and I'm like,
No, Scott did, and I just kept on with it, and you believed us.
well, y'all need to stop that stuff.
Your blonde roots are showing there, Tom.
My what?
Your blonde roots are showing again.
Oh yeah, I wish.
So, but those adapters like that, I know you can pick up some. A lot of times too, you'll have a box full of cords like that, and the person will go, "Just give me $5 for the whole box at a yard sale," and there'll be 4 or 5 or 6 of those things in there. I'm telling you, they don't sell immediately, but I probably sell 3 or 4 a week. I mean, I throw them in a padded envelope. Unless right now I put them in a box because Tom wants me to ship them in a box.
I wouldn't mess with the sweater shaver except this has Patagonia on it.
Yeah,
That's a good brand.
Because right now there's a lot of shipping in like an 8x6x4 that you can get for $7.20.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so easy to ship, they're easy to deal with. It only takes a couple pictures to show them that you've got both ends of the cable and then one close-up picture. Because resellers looking to do that. People have lost adapters. I mean, they move, they whatever, and they were for $20 or $25. They don't blink. They just buy it. There's so many Chinese adapters out there, and there's a ton of people put OEM in the title. They like the fact that it's from Dell and it's a Dell charger. It's not. I'm telling you, any of those brands sell. I've got another one over here. I've got 3 or 4 things listed over there or taking pictures of.
You know what?
They're just adapters. They're whatever shape and size.
The maids in hotels should have a box that they throw all these things in, because when I was working part-time at Staples, people would come in left and right wanting a power supply for their laptops because they left them at the last hotel they were at.
Yep. I got this one is getting listed today. What's different about it? It's got cables coming out 2 places. It's one that's made specifically for cars. It'll be another $20. This one here, somebody wants these little Sony ones. You see those all the time. Sony tells you the model on it right there. This one is a damn it. It's an ACP5020A. I mean, they're easy. They're easy money, and they're easy to buy. When people go, I don't have anything to list. I can't find anything. I bet if somebody was smart, they'd go to an electronics recycler and could buy adapters by the Gaylord.
Scott, it does my heart good for you have to put on your old man glasses to read.
I can't see shit, man.
After all of the old man jokes you've made, and then you've got to get your damn eyes, your readers out to read.
My arms are getting shorter as I get older. And so Lag's 100% correct. He actually said something smart. Dogs eat those things. I mean, there's people. Yeah. I can tell you the one thing, they don't go bad. The cable gets chewed up by an animal. They leave them in a hotel. They close them in a door. They do it. They move and lose them. People chargers all the time, or people buy them and they don't have them, or donate hand me down as an old computer, or they buy them at a thrift store and the chargers get lost. The same thing with remotes. What happens to remotes? They get lost for all those same reasons. I shipped out 4 remotes Wednesday.
how do you clean?
Uh,
And I'm being serious here now.
I'll be right back.
Okay. When you have remotes,
Right.
how do you like put get them shiny or look? Or do you do anything like that except like?
So I have a I have a magic eraser that I
Mhm.
just spray it on there and kind of lightly just wipe over it and then just wipe it off. And then you know how to test them, right? You know,
So
the easiest way to test the remote is to. Does this one got batteries in it that works? Nope, batteries no good. Let me grab two batteries. I'll show you how to test.
okay.
You got to entertain while I'm gone.
My mother has probably got 500 remotes that we have no clue what they go to.
It doesn't matter what they go to. They sell.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying she's got like 500 of them. She's got a box full of them. That's an exaggeration, but she's got a box full of them. She's kept them for every VCR, DVD player that quit working. They kept the remotes. I think she's got a couple of cable box remotes in there too, and they don't even use cable boxes anymore.
You only need it. Oh, went in. You only need a couple things. Like right here. This right here is a little battery tester. If you're gonna sell electronics, you should have one of these. They're easy to. You just stick the battery in there and see if it works. Oops, and that one's in the green. So these batteries work. So it is a phone camera. You just want to stick the batteries in. The Samsung for me is easier. The Apple doesn't pick it up as easy. So I'll mash one button. It'll be hard to show you, but see that light blinking?
Yeah.
That's all you're looking for. That means that remote is transmitting. That's you can see.
Yeah, I saw it flashing.
Uh,
Yeah, there it goes.
That's all there is to test it, folks. They're so easy to test. Every remote will tell you what they are. See, this one is right here. It is an RM. Tom, I have to get my glasses again. It's an RM D7M. This remote is worth $37 because the machine that I tested the other day didn't work. So the remotes, I'm gonna sell it for parts, and it's listed already. And then I'm selling the remote separate. But yeah, Jacob lists the remotes. So for this one, it's got a little stuff. I would just kind of just gently wipe it off. I don't put enough liquid on it to damage it. And then the one thing I do with the remotes, because you see how fast it is, I test them before I send them out again too to make sure nothing's happened to them. So I've got batteries over there. I'll just throw batteries in it, because it's so easy. You can test it in like 15 seconds and throw it. So if somebody asks, are they tested? I'm like, yes, they test when I list them. I test before I send them, every single one. But they're easy. So many people go, I don't have anything to list. These are easy. I take a picture. I take a picture of the front, take a picture of the back. I open the battery compartment up, take a picture of the battery compartment, and then the model and maybe a side. But they're easy to. You can photograph these so fast. And if you want something that you can list, if you can list 30 or 40 or 50 an hour and be very good with them, remotes are one of those things.
Name 5 things that people can find easily to sell.
Remotes are one for sure, 100% remotes. And the two things I showed you, and any kind of power adapt. If you learned just a simple, so this is the other one I picked up. So I picked up this one. It was in a bag in a box. That is a Brother. You don't have to know what it goes to. It is. I know, Tom. I'm making your day again, Anna. So let me type it in real quick. It is a Brother. It's a 24 AD. There's 24 ESUS. All right, what do y'all think this one? What's the adapter worth for your time? So I can list it. I've already got the pictures. I can list this in a minute or less. Uh, it's a power supply to a P-Touch machine. It sells for $15.
Plus shipping, or is that free shipping?
That's free shipping, but still, you're going to ship this for 8 ounces.
Right.
I'll throw it in a poly bag, but a padded envelope for 8 ounces. So shipping's going to cost you $4. So you buy a tub of these at a yard sale, and you've got 12 or 15 of them for $5. So you've got less than $1 in them. You're going to make $8 on each one of them. You're not going to get rich, but there's two models, or there's more than two models, but one model is, can you list smaller items like that? How hard is it to order from, follow my link, go to Supply Hut and order 200 8 by number, whatever they are, 8 by 12 padded envelopes. Every time you sell one, you throw it in, pull the tab off, and print the label out. I mean, you've got nothing in them. You've got 50 cents in them. Every time you sell one, you're going to make $8 or $9. You list, oh, beer, but I can list. I'm like Josh. Listen, you can list 100 of these. If you had 100 of these a day, you can list 100 a day in a couple hours and be done with them. And then to start looking at that, if I did 100 of these a day for a week, I've got 700 up, and you're going to make an average of $8 on each one. Start doing the math. 700 times 8 becomes a respectable number, and then I repeat that for a couple of weeks. Say I do it I'm going to be resourceful. I'm going to do it for an entire month. So 30 days. It's a numbers game for the most part, and most people don't go through the numbers. Where's the calculator? Don't switch brands of phones around like I do. It gets confusing. Your potential profit for 30 days is $24,000 just on the remote you picked up at. I mean, on these you just pick up. Remotes are a similar game. Remotes are a little cheaper. Remotes sell between $9 and $15 usually. Not, I mean, for every $10 one, so you'll make an average of $5. These are every fourth or fifth one will be a nice one, but Josh, I've been trying to tell people my strategy on listing. So yesterday I took just a shit ton of pictures, and last night laying in bed, I'm like, man, I didn't get anything listed. So Johnny's watching some crime drama. Somebody died. Somebody got killed. So I've got all these pictures, and so I ended up knocking out, I don't know, 15 or 20 listings while I'm there, and I've listed a couple of them. If you had a second phone and could carry it around with you and just hotspot it to the other one, man, I'm at a doctor's office. I got to wait 15, 20 minutes. You could put out 10, 12 of your listings. Optimize your time. Make it easier on yourself. Take advantage of the time you've got. What are you going to do in a waiting room? What are you going to do? Did you just sell that?
That just sold.
Very nice.
I took, they sent me a message asking if I'd take 189, and I said, yep.
What is that?
It's a pillow, and I think it sings to you while you're asleep.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'll tell you is, if you go to estate sales, like I do, they have remotes everywhere. I usually pick up the remotes for 50 cents to a quarter. And half the time when I see one of the estate sale ladies, she'll go, I got a bag in the back for you. I'm like, what's that? She goes, a bag of remotes. I don't know what they go to. Just take them. When I was at I had a blue bag that was full of cables and adapters and stuff. And she's the owner. And I actually got her last Friday to ring me up, because she's like, all right, who's next? I'm like, oh, you're lucky you got me. I got the bag with no prices. And she goes, yeah, well, everything's got a price. We're going to add up, and you can have all the cables for free. She gave me all the adapters and all the cables for free.
You don't need the pillow lag. You need the girl. Yeah, I used a stock photo for my second photo.
But there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You know, I like the fact that you showed the first one, you showed the real picture, and then the stock second. That's great. Because you know what, I would do a lot about that if it's new in the box. People say, but what? But I want to open it up to show them what it is and all that stuff. Man, use stock photos as your second picture. Use the main picture as your actual item. Because I've got this space maker, coffee maker, which I got to call in people in a minute. I tried the website, and the website says call us, so I can get the new brew basket. I'm not going to take this out of the box. I'll find pictures of it out. Because I don't want to have to take a chance on messing up the packing or something to put a brand new coffee maker back in the box. So that's a great idea. I love that idea. I love the fact that you showed them that you actually have it, and then here's what it looks like with a wonderful model lay on top of
Well,
it.
I don't like to use stock photos just because I want my buyers to actually know what they're getting, but I didn't know how to demonstrate it. I suppose I could have put Jenny on it and she could sleep or
Yeah, but then they'd be bitching because it's got dog hair on it. It's not new
Dog
anymore.
hair
It's got
on it.
dog hair on it.
Mm-hmm.
But Josh, people, we do this show between the three of us. We do these shows every week, and we talk about all this stuff. And we talk about some crazy shit. We've already had the joke sessions you missed. So go back to the beginning of this if you want to hear some offensive jokes. We said, but people they want to be entertained too much. They want to. I want to see what so and so found his holy grail at a yard sale, and knowing you'll never. But I'm learning when I watch that. If it's a holy grail, the chances you find it are slim and none. The chances you finding this are damn near 100% at every yard sale. You'll find these. But you know, this is boring. Listen adapters, listen remotes, listen. You know, I can tell you one thing. Would I rather list remotes for clothing? And give me a million remotes. I don't want to deal with clothing. I don't want to deal with sizes. I have sold in the last 6 months, or last 3 months, I've sold well over 100 remotes. One's come back. One. You know why I came back? I ordered the wrong one. I'm so sorry. I'm like, all right, whatever. I've already sold it again.
Well, you know, you're talking about the chargers, the power supplies. There's power supplies that printers
Everywhere.
every place. You know, HP. I think they've gotten away from having the power blocks, but it used to be all
they
all
always
their
have
printers had them.
color purple ones or yellow ones. They had different colors. Sony's good about that. All of their adapters have different colors, so you can immediately know what they are, whether they sell or because certain laptops use the light blue, certain ones use the yellow. I think the PS2 Slim uses that yellow. That's another one, folks. There's plenty of adapters out there. You know, GameCubes has their own adapter.
And if you can find any for a PS2,
yeah, those sell good.
you better get them because those things break left and right. And there is a lot of people that still play games on the PS2s.
I think they're Sony. I think they're the 8.5s. I think they're somewhere in there. It'll say on the, I think they're the 8.5s with the yellow tips.
Because ours quit working, and I ended up having to go to a GameStop and buying it from there because we could not find one any place.
Yeah, Josh, that's one of the reasons why my channel too is always stagnant. You know, other than the fact that I told people I thought about politics and it scared a bunch of the weak-minded liberals off, they probably need to go anyway because they're probably not going to like what I have to say. But people don't want to hear. They want to hang on to the fantasy that reselling is so glamorous, and at the end of the day, most of us are creating ourselves a job for the most part. You know, you can build other companies. You can, but to get there, most of us build a job in order to get somewhere else. You know, not everybody is taking sports where they take it, and most people are just happy. Most people are me. They're just happy with doing what they do. I'm glad I don't want to have a boss again. I've cut the mortgage down in half, so to fit from 27 to 15 years. I think I'm down to like 11 years now. when I turn 65, the house will be paid for. They're like, what do you, I've been the worst about making retirement decisions, but I know that at 65, I can still resell and I will not have a house payment. We're down to the car payments. Her car is the only one left out of all 5 cars. It's got $3,700 left on it. I mean,
Oh, well, what moron would sell after age 65? Dang it.
I'm gonna be tired. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell 5 things a day. I'm gonna list 5 things a day when I turn
There you
65.
go.
He's headed that way now, Todd. You see
But
him
if you-
flipping those
if you
damn
don't-
glasses down.
I can tell you this: my grandparents, we closed down their flea market when they turned 83. 83, and within a year they had recliners that stood them up, and they were just shutting down. I'm telling you, you got to keep yourself busy if you want to stay young. Keep yourself busy.
Yeah, it keeps the gray matter going.
You got to do something to exercise. 100%. You got to sit back and brainlessly watch TV. Oh, I can't imagine.
And there's
Well,
nothing on
taking up
TV to
piano
watch anymore.
lessons is the best thing that ever happened to Tom.
Ah, shut up.
I'm sorry.
But the thing people miss about eBay and Amazon, all these is, build something. Look at Kent and Tommy. They sell a ton of used shoes. It's not glamorous unless you've got a foot fetish to deal with used shoes. But there is so much value in used shoes and used women's shoes that you are that's the market. That market is not going anywhere. Remotes are not going anywhere until VR takes over, where we just do all that crazy mess, which is still years away. Remotes aren't going anywhere. Power supplies aren't going anywhere. There's lots of things you can sell that are going to continue.
Todd, what are you shaving with that thing?
Don't worry, Kent. There's only like 15 people in here, buddy. So I'm not really telling your secrets. It's just
It's a Patagonia sweater vest.
Ah,
I don't know what it's worth.
yeah. I'm gonna list that. Maybe I'll list that flight suit over there today. I've got one of those. Space and Rocket Centers here.
mhm.
I've got a medium-sized Space and Rocket Center outfit that's been hanging over there for about 2 years. Maybe
Did
today.
Did Jacob go to space camp?
No, we lived in North Carolina. We moved here when he graduated from high school
Ah, okay.
because he went to the university here
Okay.
because they gave him an 80% scholarship his first year, and they covered 95% the last 3.
Yeah.
Duh, Mr. Sadie. I always figured you were on Team Tom's side, but damn if you're not falling off of the list.
Oh, that's what I got to do. So Joni had a Joni. We both have CPAP machines. We both have the Dream machines,
Mhm.
and they're both recalled. But I'm still using mine because I don't have a doctor to give me a prescription. They want to see a prescription before they'll replace it, which is I keep getting an email every now and then. I bought another one at the yard sales this weekend. I think I paid $6 for this one. It's another Dream machine. I need to get Joni to call, and because she goes and sees her sleep doctor, they'll give her a prescription for one. So they'll swap it out for a brand new machine. Now, listen, make myself a note.
It's pretty much just like this one. This is a sold listing.
Mm.
And I got it the Lutheran sold it to me for $4.
Mike, I don't think we're going to be around when the Neuralink starts. Craig said if it's been hanging there for 2 years, I should just leave it. And some of these remotes, folks, the remotes that you don't think about, go into these estate sales and, they'll sell the bed and they'll lose the remotes. If you find any of these Tempur-Pedic remotes or whatever the ones that's got the air, I'm telling you, these remotes are worth $200 a piece. You get very good at spotting, especially estate sales. When you're at an estate sale, this one I don't talk a ton about on the videos because I don't want the people in Huntsville to pick the shit up. But you know what? The one thing that's in an estate sale, they don't know what the remotes go to. They don't know what the power adapters go to. On the last day, there'll be just cables and boxes that they have no way of getting any money out of. They'll sell it to you for nothing, so you'll take it out of the house. Especially all the ones that have to clear the house. That's just going to a charity anyway. There'll be a box full of remotes or whatever. I'm telling you, the remotes for any beds whatsoever, you better check a remote for a bed.
Yeah. People collect. I mean, they keep remotes. Let me see. Sorry, my sister-in-law had.
I just searched on Tempur-Pedic remote used. Look at these remotes for Tempur-Pedic beds. I didn't. This is not sorted by highest. This is just sorted. Some of them are 30, but lots of them are in the 200s. I don't use the remote on my side of the bed. I'm thinking about selling the damn thing. It's worth $200.
Just as soon as you do, you'll need it. So just leave it alone.
But I mean, all through there, $80, $100. I mean, oh yeah,
Like-
and that's the other one, Mike. Bose remotes. Yeah, I just listed one. It's one of the cheaper ones. It's the one that's the size of a credit card. I think I listed it for like 13 or whatever. But I'm telling you, Bose. People, the little bitty thing, they're so little you lose them. That thing's smaller than the cell phone.
If there's a rash of Tempur-Pedic remotes get stolen away from around Philadelphia, and where no lag is, just going to all the showrooms and pulling the remotes off of them.
Lag, once spring gets their lag and people start lifting their windows up, they're out their houses, and you're peeping in their windows, just reach in and grab their remote.
That's right. All right, I gotta go. I got some errands I gotta run, and they need to be done this morning.
That sounds like Black Friday shopping you don't want to admit to.
I do not do Black Friday shopping. I'm not going to get beat up by some little old lady that wants the last damn Teddy Ruxpin or whatever the hell the hot toy is nowadays.
Pianos. Kids are going crazy about pianos.
Yeah, I guess so. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you back on Monday on Toddrick's channel. Thanks, Todd. I'll see you later.
All right. Have a good weekend, Tom.
Enjoy your weekend, Tom. See you, buddy.
Yeah, you too, Scott. Show Joni a good time this weekend.
Is it my imagination?
I offer. She don't
Tom
want to take up
acting
a good
older than
time.
me?
What was that, Todd?
I said, is it my imagination or do you act older than me?
I'm feeling it today. Every joint in my body's hurting today. It must be getting ready to rain or snow, one or the other.
I wish I had a joint in my body that was hurting.
Yeah.
I would be high as a kite.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Tom. Oh God.
Yeah, I've got several pieces of clothes I gotta sell.
Tom is just too easy.
Because I don't sell clothes, but damn, it's hard to pass up. Like on the other side over there is a North Face pullover with tags. It was like $4. I'm like, it's hard to walk away from.
God dang, get that stuff listed.
And I've got some women's Nike vaporware stuff outside.
Of course,
It was
sure.
$1. Everything, all the clothing at that yard sale were $1. And this lady had wonderful taste. But when I've talked about it in the past. I think between me and Harlan, we bought like 30 pairs of shoes. but all her clothes was $1 too, and but she was a small lady, so there a lot of, but I'm sure it'll still sell.
Yep.
But there's the people that tell me they can't find something are just not trying. They don't think outside the box enough. They're only looking for home runs. I've never seen Hoka running clothes, Kent.
Yep. I've been reselling for 7 years. Guess how long I've had a death pile?
7 years.
7 years. It's just
Yeah, I'm trying to pull a Josh. He's probably listening. He's probably not active in the chat anymore, but trying to get everything out of this building listed. So that's why yesterday I spent time. I threw away 4 machines that didn't work. 2 VCRs didn't work, and a DVD player and a Blu-ray. All 3 of them didn't work, or 4 of them, so they went out. I'm trying to test all those shelves over there, make sure everything's listed. So I'm going through. So I got pictures of VCRs. I'll get all those listed today. There's like 11 printers over there. I need the space, so if they don't work, they're going. Just trying to be maniacal about everything in this building. Get it listed. Try not to bring anything else in here. So anything that I'm buying right now is going straight to the storage unit until I get everything in here. Larry, this is the last part, just listing the building in here, so that because I want to use those shelves, the big ones on the wall, for I don't know what I want to use them for yet, but I know I don't want to keep holding inventory that I don't have listed. And a lot of the stuff over here has got to get listed too. So I'm working. I'm about a third of that's been listed now. It's got to be taken out of here. Because my mind is whirling. Josh, I know you watched the Wednesday show, but this Wednesday show should be very interesting. There's a reselling couple that so we have a Huntsville meetup about every other month, and met them through there, and they buy by the pallet, and they sell. They've got a website where they sell towards to resellers because they buy a Target pallet. They're Target pallet buyers for the most part. And well, this last one they bought was HSN. It turned out it was all Skinny Girl, Bethany Frankel stuff. And they bought 26 pallets of it. And so they are, while she's listing it and doing 3 Poshmark lives a week and selling on their website, and he is sorting out and making, I think they sell 100 pieces at a time. So you can buy a box of 100 pieces for like $350. Their website is, let me make sure I get it right. I'll put a link in the chat.
So I think they're doing that smart then, because they don't have a brick and mortar like Lindy Glenn's set up.
No, they've got a warehouse. It's outside of town, so there's not a ton of cost in it. They've also developed an inventory app too. That doesn't have a lot of. We'll talk about it too. Yeah, it's called Paperclip 47. Is there? That's their website. And I'm like, Paperclip 47. What the heck? She's like, Paperclip is Operation Paperclip. I'm like, yeah, I've heard of that. That's a von Braun. That's the World War II Operation Paperclip brought a lot of the German scientists to the U.S. And the big one was Warner von Braun came from Germany to here through Operation Paperclip. And then 47, Alabama has 67 counties. The first 5 are the top 5 in population, and then it's alphabetical. So number 6 is whatever it is. Blount County is like number whatever. Huntsville is Madison County. We're in alphabetical order. We're number 47. So on all the Huntsville license plates is 47. So it's Paperclip 47 is how she come up with that. But if you can look at it and see she's got calls it a reseller hub for buying bulk inventory. They've also started a podcast. There's their app and the blog. So let's look at the inventory. If you want to look at men's lots, everything is $5 shipping. So a large men's resale lot with a retail value of $1,000 is $205. And it'll be
How do they only charge $5 on that much weight?
it was just, she's like, I just want people to have a little bit in it. She's like,
so they're making their money off of the price of the sale and losing money on shipping.
Where do you, I've preached this for a long time. Where are you making money?
On the buy.
Yeah. I know what they pay for it. I don't really want to tell everybody that, but their cost is ridiculous. So their cost is so low, and it's really got me thinking that I need to be buying what they buy, not the same stuff, but the same method. And because I think, and I'd be curious to hear Josh's opinion on maybe you can talk if you're doing a show today. You know, the market to sell to resellers. If you can buy good enough, bulk stuff. And you know, I have a smaller following. I have a large channel for subscriber base, but it's not large for selling because everybody complains they can't find inventory. But what if you can provide inventory to resellers and to others at a cost that still puts them in a very good position?
I know, but I'm afraid I would run into a deal like John did in 2022. He was saying the pallets just got worse and they got more expensive.
But it depends on where you buy them from and what you're buying them. So they got 26 pallets, and it was all that brand. So it was all invoice for the most part. So they knew it was all that clothing coming. They've got another truck coming in 10 days. They still got 10. When I saw them on Wednesday, they were still working through 10 pallets, and they had 26 more coming in 10 days. So
they're getting almost like Mr. Buys a lot.
I mean, if you could buy that at a great price, you could sell it by the pallet and have U-Ship come pick it up and send it on.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh, that's where the reputation of you as a person would come in. You know, if I was doing that, I would shut down all the other reselling temporarily to do something like that. Where these folks, I know them for a fact, and I watched him say they don't sell anything individually. Even when they're selling on Poshmark, it's lots. They don't list hardly anything individually. Everything they sell is lots. So they don't hand pick anything. They don't nitpick anything. They are very concerned about providing value because they understand the reputation. If you start doing garbage, you get in trouble.
Yeah, I'd be interested in asking them where they came up with the concept to even do that. I mean,
so when they met, there's an age difference. She's probably mid-30s, and he is between me and you. He's like 57ish, I think 58. So when they met, she'd been reselling her way through college, like all of us do, and she was doing a lot of the stuff, like running regular risks, and he had, it's very interesting when you've got people that have different views, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. But when one says, "Hey, let's, we can think larger. What if we sell more stuff? What if we took your skills as a reseller and sold larger items, larger things?" You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
John Jones, you will be punished for being late. We cannot accept this kind of disrespect to the show. Hope everything came out well at the doctor's appointment. I congratulate you for going to the doctor's appointment. Most guys are scared of the doctor and don't want to go. But yeah, if you had a reputation and would sell stuff that is good, say I don't understand the. Say I would be the exact opposite. I would put stuff in every. I would make sure every lot is damn sure worth what I told you it was, and I would never. I would throw the junk out first because it's that people have such a short term view. Okay, so you might make a little money off selling this junk, but what good is that to sell the junk to make that little bit of money now when that customer will never buy from you again? You have taken short term profits over long term success. That is just always it's almost always a bad decision. Almost always. You got to have enough forethought. Sometimes stuff needs to be thrown out. Yeah, but I looked at all the last 10 pallets. He's like, come look at these crazy pallets. And because they have the person they bought their warehouse from has another one right beside it, and they were letting them use space to hold those 10. Because they have a forklift over there too. And they like I think you would have to. I think where you make the biggest money is you could push them through eBay, but I think if you push them through your own website like they're doing, I think you'd have to get it out there and spend some money on advertising. You could get started and then start spending some of the money on advertising to drive some traffic. Once you had a sustainable model where you could get enough inventory, I think there's a way to do this. You never have to go look for it again. The stuff is dropped off to you. A tractor trailer load shows up and you've got 26 pallets. I mean, the stuff they had this time is all different kinds of shirts. I think this was Home Shopping Network is where that Bethany was selling it. So it's jeans. I mean, just tons of jeans, tons of shirts, tons of all. It's all women's clothes for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't.
The most I've ever bought was 4 gaylords of military surplus at a time, but I sold it all myself. I found places in my house to stick it all.
Just think about this. Even you could do all kinds of different models from it. You could be a seller at a flea market because if you get it at such a low price and can sell it for $3 a piece, you could blow through some inventory at $3 a piece. People would be knocking you over to get $3 a piece, and that's cash money at a flea market. There's a lot to be said.
Yeah, we have a Saturday morning farmers market down on the square, and I pulled in there a couple of times with military surplus stuff.
And probably sold it all, right?
Good
chunk of it.
Didn't sell it all, but I sold plenty. So
there's just so many ways to do this, so many different models, so many different, and really it's just that model of selling to resellers, and doing it correctly. I'm not saying cheat somebody. I'm saying provide a lot of value, because I would look at it as long term as, if you could get tractor trailer loads from their supplier, as long as you could do it, it'd be worth doing. You could help so many people, and you could drive through social media. You could do all kinds of stuff. It'd give you a lot of options. But these are all shelf. These are all because they never went on a shelf. They were just thrown in a pallet, so there's not any returns. This is all new merchandise they have. They don't purchase return. They don't purchase. It's not like somebody mentioned Resale Rabbit, John. They don't buy returns. It's all new items.
yeah, he will get on an airplane and go to a supplier and buy live.
He's buying that out of Georgia, by the way. Was I not supposed to say that?
Uh, doesn't bother me. I ain't gonna do it, but
I can tell you if y'all where he's buying a lot of it. There's an auction in Georgia. I can find it if I need to. There's an auction in Georgia, and then there's also an online auction uh, in Georgia that's where he's buying them. I see, Josh. That's good money. You know, make $2,500 a day, 5 days a week is really nice money. And people get so caught up in the minutia that the what, as especially resellers, are so blindsided. But if I could just take a little bit out of that, I could do whatever. No, continue, do what you do best. That little bit of whatever anytime you change what you do and try to take a shortcut or any of that kind of stuff, it never works out.
yeah.
So they talked about that, Josh, when I was there. His name is Collins. Collins was like, I would love just to sell these by the pallet. He said, we paid this for the truck. He said, and if I could sell them for this, which is very, very reasonable, plus shipping, I mean, they could have you ship, come pick them up and drop them in your driveway. They wouldn't pay shipping. The cost is so crazy. But
That would be a great experiment. I may ask him that Wednesday. You want to sell me a whole pallet?
is Dave from your chat? I know him. I probably know his regular. What's Dave's? What's Dave's? Oh, Dave Jake. They mismarketed that. You could be shaving backs.
Well,
There's
folks,
so many ways to do it, folks. You just got to think outside the box sometimes.
let's get out there and make it a good weekend.
Oh yeah.
Has Alabama got a game today?
No, it's tomorrow. We play Auburn tomorrow.
Auburn. That's the Iron Bowl, Steel Bowl.
The Iron Bowl.
Cool.
It used to be played in Birmingham exclusively, but now it's home and home now. When I was at school, it was played. It was played in Birmingham all 4 years, and then the year I left was the first year it went to Auburn.
Auburn got any hope at all?
Yeah. Crazy shit happens down there. Jordan Hare is the strangest. Every time I see the kick six, it makes me want to vomit. But yeah, that place is haunted. So crazy stuff happens. Last year we should have, or a couple years ago, we should have just destroyed them. And we didn't score a touchdown until the last minute of the game with Bryce Young running the show. He had to drive us down in 4 overtimes just to beat him. It was terrible.
Yeah, I like watching some football. It was fun yesterday watching that Bland kid get a NFL record pick six.
Yeah, that was a terrible throw. God. He cut right under and it was gone.
That was his fourth one this year, or fifth one this year.
Fifth one, yeah.
Nobody's ever done it.
And he had a little work to do to get in. He has a little bit of running in the last 10 yards, but he made it.
He did a couple of good running back moves there. So we'll be on Tom's channel in the morning, and
are y'all gonna do it on
wait
Saturday?
for the Wednesday show. That'll be good. Josh, are you doing the show at 12 or 11 your time or 1 your time?
Is Tom doing a show on a Saturday?
Oh shit! I'm thinking this is Monday.
Be on your channel on Monday.
Never mind. I'm getting old like Tom.
Oh Lord. Josh is not doing a show today. What?
What?
Maybe I'll go back live, Josh, for an hour and do the Not Josh Galt show.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I ain't got nothing to do. Let's schedule the Not Josh show, the Not Josh Galt show at
All right. I got to get now 18 orders out the door this morning.
Should I do one at noon and then go live again tonight? Does it matter?
Whatever. That's good.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, I got a question. Real quick. I got all these axe razors.
Right.
I've got another whole flat of these. I'm selling them for like $11. But
$11 flat or $11 each?
$11 each.
All right.
And I've sold about. This used to have another 10 or 12 on it. I've sold about 10 of them. But my question is, on my listing, eBay only lets me put 15.
That's weird.
I've tried it twice of listing, just putting every one of them that I have on the listing. Why are they limiting me to 15? And this is the only one. I have multiple listings with more than 15 on them. Why are they doing it just on these?
That's a strange. I wonder if it's brand associated. It's very strange. I've never heard of that.
So nobody knows. Okay.
Even Larry
Just thought
said.
I'd ask. Okay.
Larry, Lag said I should do it. Do I listen to Lag for once? All right, Lag. If this is if this is a failure, Lag, it's gonna be. I'm gonna blame you, and nobody knows who you are, and it's just gonna be stupid.
No, my 3-day restriction got lifted. What was it? Wednesday night. Razors are weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, we're gonna shave you to death. All right, well, stay tuned at noon Central for Scott's Not Josh show.
I have to make a thumbnail like Josh.
No, go out in the country there and take a picture with you standing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go outside, take a picture of me up against the woods.
Standing in front of some grass. That was one of his thumbnails. He was standing out in the.
I'll just put the camera over there and put it on a timer and go lay out in my front yard in the grass.
Roll out some bubble wrap with it.
Oh Lord, have mercy. All right, peace out, guys.
All right, bye.